Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking an incredible deep dive into 11 real-world workflows that literally transform Grokbot from just another simple chatbot into a highly capable, completely autonomous personal assistant. If you're used to the old routine of just typing a question into an AI and getting an answer, we'll get ready to completely change how you think about artificial intelligence. We're talking about setting up an agent that actually takes action on your behalf.
So let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. We'll be covering 1. The Chief of Staff model. 2. Automating your inbox and meetings. 3. Taking real-world action. 4. Managing your personal and family life. And finally, 5. Advanced tech and coding. It's a packed agenda, but we're going to walk through exactly how to set this all up for maximum efficiency.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the Chief of Staff model. So here is the absolutely crucial paradigm shift you need to make. You've got to start thinking in terms of persistent characters instead of disposable chat threads. You know how normally you fire off a prompt and then just kind of throw the chat away? Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Instead, you'll communicate exclusively with your Chief of Staff bot. This primary agent takes your general requests and autonomously routes them to specialized subbots, like, say, a dedicated food bot or a calendar bot. It's exactly like having a real executive assistant who knows exactly who to loop in. And this perfectly breaks down the shift. Honestly, you're stepping out of the micromanagement weeds and stepping up into an executive role. Think about the old way of doing things. It's chaotic, right? Just juggling dozens of disconnected chat threads for every single task. But the new way changes the whole game. You just have one single conversation with your Chief of Staff, and it seamlessly coordinates all those moving parts behind the scenes for you. Moving right along to Section 2. Automating inbox and meetings. Let's apply that executive mindset to the stuff that eats up most of your day. Consider a 7:30 a.m. email triage routine. This step-by-step flow is a massive time saver. Imagine this. The bot autonomously scans your overnight emails, and it goes ahead and archives things like, 14 annoying out-of-office replies before you've even poured your morning coffee. Literally, by the time you sit down at your desk, it's already batched all those low-effort emails into a quick, super readable summary. But what if we take automation way beyond just archiving? Grokbot actually acts as an intelligent lead scoring system. It looks at incoming sponsorship emails and filters out the spam immediately. And because it connects directly to your HubSpot and Google Drive, it actually reads the context of your past interactions. It will even negotiate meeting times directly with your clients to avoid any calendar overlaps. So no more of that tedious back and forth scheduling dance. Your bot just handles the whole shebang. And for your actual live meetings, the Fathom integration is a total game changer. It automatically checks Fathom's API every 30 minutes, ingests your meeting transcripts, and writes highly detailed summaries. It even listens for action items that you or your clients commit to, extracts them, and sends a to-do list straight to your Slack or Telegram. And you don't have to lift a single finger. Okay, Section 3, taking real-world action. So how do we take this beyond a digital screen? First off, when you need to share information globally, Grokbot uses this native plugin called Here Now to instantly publish content directly to the open internet in seconds. So if you want to share a 3D picture of a printed boat or just a block of text, you just tell your agent and boom, it generates a live public URL right then and there. But real-world action also means buying physical things. The source material had this hilarious example where the agent browsed Amazon to locate a 4-inch Midwest tungsten service cube. And the price for this insanely heavy little block of metal, a mere $20,000. The bot autonomously navigated Amazon, found the exact item, checked the stock, and confirmed it could arrive in a week. No way, right? And this brings us to a quote that perfectly captures the exact mindset shift you need. I actually don't use it. My agent uses it all the time. Think about that for a second. Whether you're publishing online or doing some shopping, you aren't the one clicking the buttons anymore. Your agent is. Actually, scratch that. You're no longer the operator, you are the manager. Because Grokbot operates as a full browser agent in the cloud, it can handle those incredibly tedious multi-step click paths. Whether it's processing Amazon returns to get you a QR code, navigating the literal nightmare that is the DMV website for vehicle registrations, or just opening up DoorDash to order you a Mendocino Farm sandwich, Grokbot handles the entire journey right on the actual website. All right, Section 4, managing personal and family life. Let's see how this delegation framework can actually bring some order to the chaos of your personal life once you log off. If you're a parent who gets totally overwhelmed by massive school emails, just think about the timeline of a dedicated school bot. It runs every single evening at 7 p.m. to scan your personal inbox. By 7:01, it summarizes those massive multi-page essays from the principal into just the key details you actually need to know. And by 7:02, it pulls out the important dates, creates calendar events, and automatically invites your spouse to them. Talk about totally hands-off coordination. Or consider a weekly computer cleanup routine. You basically grant the bot access to your local computer, but, and this is absolutely crucial, you tell it strictly not to delete anything. Instead, it meticulously categorizes the files for you. In this example, it found nearly 400 gigabytes of work trees, that's almost half a terabyte, and marked them as medium risk while flagging 90 gigabytes of cache as low risk. It helps you keep your hard drive perfectly clean without the panic of accidentally deleting vital files. Finally, Section 5, Advanced Tech and Coding. Let's look at the heavy lifting for developers and power users who really want to scale up operations. This integration with Cursor is incredibly powerful. Engineers are initiating dedicated project bots right from Slack, which then delegate directly to the Cursor command line interface. It kicks off cloud agents and runs automated loops, continuously following up and fixing code completely autonomously until the CI, your continuous integration, is perfectly green. You just get a neat little summary when the code is actually ready to merge. And to make sure you can command these incredibly complex systems from literally anywhere, you can use the BotFather contact to wire your chief of staff directly into Telegram. Why does this matter? Well, it means you can drop quick voice note requests while you're out on the go. You could just speak into your phone, "Hey, order me dinner," and it routes that request to your food bot instantly. So the big takeaway here is that Grokbot serves as the ultimate middle ground. On one end of the spectrum, you've got basic chat, simple Q&A with something like ChatGPT. On the other end, you have highly complex coding environments and technical command line tools. Grokbot perfectly bridges that gap, giving anyone the power to execute highly complex, autonomous workflows using nothing but a simple, natural conversation. As we wrap up this explainer on these truly insane workflows, you really have to ask yourself, looking at everything we just covered, how much of your day are you ready to automate? Which tedious, mind-numbing daily tasks are you going to hand over to your new AI chief of staff first? The technology is officially here, and it's time to start delegating. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.